शीतलचरणं कोमलचरणं मञ्जुलचरणं मेहेरुचरणं शीतलचरणं कोमलचरणं मधुरचरणं मेहेरुचरणं मेहेरुचरणं परमचरणं मेहेरुचरणं परमचरणं पापहरणं भवतरणं पापहरणं भवतरणं शीतलचरणं कोमलचरणं मधुरचरणं मेहेरुचरणं चरणास्मरणं ज्ञानस्फुरणं चरणास्मरणं ज्ञानस्फुरणं मायामरणं जागरणं मायामरणं जागरणं शीतलचरणं कोमलचरणं मधुरचरणं मेहेरुचरणं मधुरचरणं मेहेरुचरणं. The man who wrote this song is Mantravadi Sri Ramurthy, one of my very dear friends. There is no day when I don't think of these people. R.S. Murthy, Mantravadi Sri Ramurthy, R.S. Jassawala, because whenever I think of Meher Baba, they also, they give their company to me when I remember him. And I feel they always, encourage me to give myself to Baba. So, and that is the song he has written. When Baba gave his darshan on 1st May 1965 at Pune Center. This was one of the songs which was sung to him. And
can you tell the gist of the song? Meaning of the song in short.
Sitalacharanam, Komalacharanam, Madhuracharanam, Meherucharanam. Baba, he describes about Baba's feet. He says they are very cool, very delicate, and very sweet. Sitalacharanam, Komalacharanam, Madhuracharanam, Meherucharanam. Meherucharanam, Paramacharanam. Parama means the
First.
I mean, it is the
highest.
Holy.
Not
Holy
highest,
Charan.
not highest, not holy. That is the ultimate goal. Paramacharanam, that is the ultimate thing. Ultimate, Baba's feet are ultimate. Sitalacharanam, Komalacharanam, Madhuracharanam, Meherucharanam. Meherucharanam, Paramacharanam. Meherucharanam, Paramacharanam, Papaharanam, Bhavataranam. They are the ultimate ones. They will, take you out of this illusion. They will redeem you of all the sin. And then next stanza is Charana Smaranam Jnana Sparanam. As you remember these feet, you are gifted with the divine knowledge. Charana Smaranam Jnana Sparanam Maya Maranam Jagaranam. And the illusion is destroyed and you wake up the real awakening. That is the meaning of that song. So that is the song. So In fact, I am also tempted to recite a couplet of Kabir Das. Kabir Das, people must be knowing about him. He was a Sufi saint. He was perhaps he must have been attained that perfection, God. But he was a wonderful personality. He was in the times of Mughal kings, about 400-500 years back, and his couplets, they are very, what you call, touching. They will pierce your heart, and they will bring about an awakening in the hearts of men who just understand that or listen to them. That is the thing. So I'll read out one couplet. एक ही साधे सब सधे, एक ही साधे सब सधे, सब साधे सब जाए, जो तू सिंचे मूल को फूले फले अघाय. That is, if you achieve one thing, the one thing which matters, if you achieve that thing, you will have achieved everything. And if you want to achieve everything, try for everything, then you will lose everything. Just as if you want to have fruit and flowers and everything, you don't water the plant you don't water the leaves, the branches and all that. You only water the what you call the roots. Roots, yeah. That is the meaning of that couplet. So that is one beautiful couplet, and whenever we read that, then we understand that what we have to do is to please the Lord, so that everything will be in its place. There is only one thing in this world, and that is love of Meher Baba, because we know that Baba is the one who is Rama, who is Krishna, who is Jesus, who is Muhammad, and who is everything. And there is nothing beyond that. So that is the thing. So with that couplet, I'll go to one of the stories which perhaps you would like to hear that. It is about one boy called K. Venkateshwarlu. K. Venkateshwarlu. There is a place called Jogipet near Hyderabad. It's a small town, and way back in 1966, he was about 16 or 14 years old boy. He went to a library, local library. There, in the library, he came across a magazine, Avtar Meher magazine. So he took out that and he read it. When he read that, he was attracted to Baba. Very innocent boy, does not know anything about the world, about the scriptures, about what you call spirituality or God, anything of the sort. But he just read that book and he was attracted to that. And then what happened? Then, because he needed some company, so he came to Nizambad. Nizambad is a bigger town, and he came along with his uncle to our house, and he used to participate in the weekly gatherings. So he was a very young boy. Nobody noticed him, but he was there. He was listening very carefully, attentively, and he was there all the time during the bhajans. So we do not know much about what is happening with that boy, but that man, he was boy at that time, so he was very eager to see Baba. Baba was very much there. It was in 1966, and as perhaps Merchant knows about that there was some agitation in our state regarding separate Telangana and all that, and there was curfew orders, law and problem was there, so everybody was disturbed. So, so during such a period, he left the house without telling anybody in the house, and he had no money. So he took the railway track and he went to see Baba. But unfortunately, he went to Ahmedabad, not Ahmednagar. Ahmednagar is different, Ahmedabad is different. Ahmedabad is very, very far away, beyond Bombay. So, I don't know, maybe 400 miles away, 500 miles from Ahmednagar. I have no correct, exact idea about that. But he went there walking on foot, begging food on the way. And see, in Sops and Chops, there's a story of Ali. So he thought that I should be like Ali. So for resting, he should climb a tree and spend the night there on the trees. So that is how some he went for days, walking for days. He went to Ahmedabad, and there he found that Meherba was not there. So after so much of what you call enquiry and all that, somebody told that you have come to a wrong place. It is Ahmednagar. You have to go there. So this boy again started walking towards Ahmednagar. So he came to, eventually he came to Meherabad, and he went up the hill. Mansari was there. She received him and she was very touched. She gave him some food, and then she asked him to go into the Samadhi, and he came out. Then Mansari sent this boy to Adike Irani. Adike Irani, he was aghast because nobody could come there for Baba's darshan or for anything, and there was strict seclusion, and this boy comes and meets Adi Kirani. So Adi Kirani, he took pity on that boy and he said, Venkateshwarlu, I can help you in one way. I can take you to Baba, Meherazad, and Baba will give you his darshan there. He said, no, I don't want to have Baba's darshan. So what do you want? I want to remain as a member here, monthly member. Adi says, who will give you food? The boy says, who is giving food to all of you people? That man will give me food. He said, you can't understand. You have to, I cannot do that. I cannot even go to Baba for this matter. I'll take you to Meherazad and I'll arrange Baba's darshan for you. This, see, what a destiny. I went to Pune and I wanted to have only his darshan. I could not get darshan. And here is a man, here is the boy who is offered Baba's darshan, and he refuses. And he refuses, he says, no, I don't want to have his darshan. I want to stay with Baba. So Adi says, I can't help you. So he says, okay, if you don't want to help me. So then finally what happens, Adi gives him some money, and he arranges his journey in a bus, and he makes a call to us and tells that such boy has come here, please take care of him. So this boy returns home to Nizambad, and then we said, what a good opportunity you had, and what is this, what you have done? You have not taken Baba's darshan. No, Baba's darshan, I am not interested in Baba's darshan. I want to stay with him. So Meherchand knows that boy very well. Now he is a retired person. So he, finally what happened, in 1969, when Baba dropped his body, we were there. All our family members, everybody was there. Only my father and one lady, her name is Sharda, I suppose, that is related to M.R.K. Sharma, and this boy. These three people, they came to Meherabad on the last day, And as luck would have it, by the time it was just 15 minutes ago that Baba's body was interred and everything was closed. And I can never forget the way those people cried. And it is before my eyes today, even today. I feel very sad for that boy. And he's such a staunch lover that we don't understand what is the in everybody's destiny and why he has refused to have Baba's darshan, whatever it is. So such is this tale of a person. He he, he runs a center in Jogipet, single man. There is only one person. He is such a devout one, and he is so what you call engrossed in Baba's thoughts that all the time he makes some program and nobody attends that. There's a small building there, Baba's center. He has constructed it. Alaba had come and inaugurated that in 1986, and he still continues to live there and work for Baba. That is the sad story of Venkateshwarlu, which I wanted to share with you people. Then what should I tell? Because
So
most of
Jeff
the
has
stories you know. Yeah?
Jeff has raised his hand. So Jeff, you can unmute. And yeah,
I don't know if this is a little too personal a question, but I was wondering if you would feel like describing your day with Baba, kind of how your day unfolds with Baba. But don't feel you have to. I mean, that's a pretty personal question, but at the same time, it could be instructive. To
Don't say instructive. It is not like that.
well,
It is
it
very,
could.
no. It is very simple. I am a very what you call lazy man. I what you call generally when I go to bed it's almost 12 o'clock. Some reason something happens and every day I go to bed very late, and wake up very late in the morning about 7 o'clock. So I don't do anything special, but the moment I wake up, one thought that comes to my mind is Baba. Is he unhappy with what all I did yesterday? And what is that I could do to please him? That's the only thing that matters. And then I have to, what you call, uh, I I'm now 76 years, so I take some exercise for a 15-20 minutes, then have tea, and then again sit, take brooding over on one's own lapses. That is the thing that comes to my mind. And one thing is there. Uh, I have to what you call. I am sort of caretaker of the center, Meher Baba Center here in Nizambad. It's a very what you call very big center, very huge area. Uh, so there are so many problems with the center. Our center is on a hill, and down the hill also we have some area, and there we have a very big auditorium. When on birthdays we celebrate, when we celebrate Baba's birthdays, we have some cultural program, so dances, music, dramas, and all that. So people will be that hall will be jam packed on Baba's birthdays, and when the center is there up the hill, there we have weekly gatherings, prayers, and all that. So I am in charge of all that. So sometimes there is a repair work in the darbar hall, or in the kitchen, or in the toilets, or somewhere something is leaking. So throughout the year I have some work to do. So I have to plan everything for that. Uh, and then I have also to what you call account for the money we spend, We have to. That is also my job. I have to maintain the accounts and publish them, and so all this takes lot of what you call time, and I don't find free time for myself. Only when I when I when I'm in the house, I have a free time. Otherwise, generally, I have to. Right now, I am telling you right now, I have what you call written a book about Murthy, R.S.N. Murthy. That is about 110 pages, and it took lot of time. It took so much energy and concentration and everything, because I don't know anything. I don't know typing. I don't know what you call using a computer. So I had to depend on so many people. So they will ask me to come so and so time. I will go there. They say we are busy. Come again. So most of the time I have to run here and there, and somehow that English version is over now. It has been translated into Telugu by B. Ramakrishnaya. Perhaps you people know. Some of you people may be knowing. He was till recently in America, and he sent that Telugu. So that is DTP work is pending on. So whatever work I take up, it what you call actually squeezes my energies. So right now I am in the midst of doing those two books. That is one thing. Second thing is that there is lot of renovation work. I have to plan. Now Corona is there. Workers are not coming. There is nobody to help me, because everybody is confined to their houses, and so even for silly things also I have to what you call depend on others and look for their help. So this is how my last 2-3 months they have been. This is the way I spend my time. There is not it is not at all what you call romantic. My work is like a laborer, like a coolie who does work. That is the way I do all my work. There's nothing great about it. Only thing is that I always pray Baba to make me work honestly for him, and honestly love him, which I am not able to do. There is nothing wrong about my life, but there is nothing right also with my life. Everything is this is how somehow I am unhappy with myself, so to say. Sometimes I wish to what you call kick myself. So that is how things go. There is nothing romantic about my life, and I am not a reader. See, yes, there is one thing. So I used to read a lot in early days. What happened? One saintly person came to our place, and I had to go to her because there was another friend who took me there. I was not very eager to go to see another person, but this man, being a friend, he wanted that I should go with him, and I went there and sat there. I was not very what you call interested in any way in that matter, but she suddenly tells that this boy, he reads a lot, and he reads a lot. So as if it was a drawback or something which is not good. That was the way she commented. So I came home and I remembered one couplet of Kabir Das. See, in Hindus, in India, we tie up these scriptures, books, Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam and whatever it is, in a piece of cloth and put it on a shelf. And we take bath and all that, and then take it out and read it. That is called pothi. That is called pothi. A bundle of scriptures or whatever you call. Put in a cloth of piece of cloth. So he says, pothi padkar jagumwa pandit bhayana koi. Pandit means jnani or all-knowing or a knowledgeable person. Real knowledge, not this
Learned.
bookish knowledge.
Learned.
Learned is not correct. I mean, it's not the correct
A wise
meaning.
man?
All knowing, knowing something of the, I mean, inner knowledge,
Yeah.
one who is enlightened. So, Pothi Padkar Jagmuva, Pandit Bhayana Koi. Nobody became a Pandit by reading just scriptures. Dhai Akshar Premika, Padhe sa Pandit Bhai. One who has learned the 2.5 letters, love, Prem. Prem is the word for love. So it is 2.5 letters. So that is the. Uh, so it means that if you want to become learned or enlightened, what you have to do is not to read scriptures or acquire bookish knowledge. It is only through love that you will be enlightened. So that struck me, and I stopped reading from then on. So now I don't read books, but now I feel that I should read because I have no. I mean, there are several stories, several things that have happened with Baba. They are all in the books, but now I am short of time. I have got all the books. Uh, I tried to read God Speaks once, but I could not go even. I mean, I could not complete even one page. So I shut it up and I never opened it. But Listen Humanity, I heard. My brother, he used to read that to me. And I read one book. This is the Everything and the Nothing. This is one book, I love it. And in fact, I wanted to read out one small message which struck me. And I God is shy of strangers. You must have all read it. God exists. If you are convinced of God's existence, then it rests with you to seek Him, to see Him, and to realize Him. Baba says this: do not search for God outside of you. God can only be found within you, for His only abode is the heart. But you have filled His abode with millions of strangers, and He cannot enter, for He is shy of strangers. What a beautiful presentation. God is shy of strangers. Just as a boy is shy of strangers, when strangers come to our house, the boy goes into the room and hides himself, and after a long, what you call, people asking to come out and all that, he comes out. So Baba says that God is shy of strangers. So unless you empty His abode of these millions of strangers, you have filled it with, you will never find God. So we have to empty those strangers. These strangers are your age-old desires, your millions of wants. They are strangers to God because want is an expression of incompleteness and is fundamentally foreign to Him who is all sufficient and wanting in nothing. So Baba says that we have to drive away all desires from our heart so that God can come, enter His abode and make His, what you call, permanent residence in our hearts. So what is the way? He says, honesty in your dealings with others will clear the strangers out of your heart. This is the one exercise that we have to do, that we have to stick to one thing, that is honesty in each and everything that we do, think and speak. Only then. So this is the message. This always comes to my mind all the time when sleeping or walking or talking to people or doing some work. It is very difficult to live in this world and keep those three things in our heart. That is purity, truth, love. So in the game, Baba says that there is another message. I must have earlier read to you this the text of that message. Once again, I will try to read it out. The game, to penetrate into the essence of all being and significance, and to release the fragrance of that inner attainment for the benefit of others by expressing in the world of forms truth, love, purity, beauty. This is the sole game that has any intrinsic and absolute worth. All other happenings, undertakings, and arrangements can in themselves have no lasting importance. So, so when we read this message, we feel very bad that we can never do that, because Baba wants that we should, what you call, spread love, and wherever you go, purity should come accompany you, and beauty and truth. So otherwise this life will be wasted. So that is the thing that haunts me all the time.
Thank you.
And one small story I just remembered. I don't know if you all know. Whatever it is, I will tell you about that. Perhaps it was in 1965. I don't know the year. So one Mr. Sanjeev Reddy, Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, he became the president of India. He was president of India for some time. So it was long. I mean, he became president of India later on. But first, he was only Congress. There is a party called Congress. So in the Congress, he was a very big man. He was he was president at that time in 1965. So, as you know, there is another man, Dr. G.S.N. Murthy. This is R.S.N. Murthy is different, and Dr. G.S.N. Murthy is different. This Dr. G.S.N. Murthy is a what you call Gita Acharya. He is a Pandit in Gita, Bhagavad Gita. He is well known, and he is also very good Baba lover. People all over the world, they know him. But he has come to America also. We must have all some knowledge about that man. So he was a friend of Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, and Baba was in Guru Prasad, and this Neelam Sanjeev Reddy was there in Pune because there were some annual meetings of Congress party and all that. So G.S.N. Murthy comes to Baba and asks him that, tells him that, see, Baba, Neelam Sanjeev Reddy is interested to have your darshan. Baba says, is it Neelam Sanjay Reddy or you? Whether you want that he should have his Baba, my darshan, or that man is really interested in. So G.S.N. Murthy, he fumbles and he does not say anything. Then Baba says, all right, whether you want it or whether that man wants it, let him have my darshan. Let him come to me exactly at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. He should stick to that. So he's very happy, G.S.N. Murthy. He goes to Sanjeev Reddy. And Sanjeev Reddy is a busy man, he's a politician. And Baba hates politicians. He does not hate anybody, but Baba says that politics is the worst game of the first possible scoundrels. So no place for politics so far spirituality is concerned. So, but this man is a politician, and he has to please so many people. He uses different tactics for different people and all that. So this man, being an old friend, he allowed him to see him, and he wanted to know why he came. He said that Baba is here, better you have Baba's darshan. G.S.N. Murthy has a notion that if Neelam Sanjeev Reddy is such a big man, big leader of the country, if he has Baba's darshan, then Baba will get so much publicity. So that was his intention. So he says, okay, I'll come. But he says, tomorrow, that is the time is 7 o'clock, you have to be there. Baba is very strict about discipline. You cannot bulge an inch this side or that side. Oh, he said, okay, I will be ready. Come in the morning. So this man again he gets himself totally prepared and goes to the place where Sanjay Reddy is there, and he is there by 6 o'clock. But that man he is sleeping for half an hour. It went up on and somebody woke him up, and finally they hurried to Guru Prasad, and they wanted to see Baba. Baba was inside uh, Guru Prasad at that time. Not on the dais. So he came. When he came, it was just 5 minutes. Past 7 o'clock. So G.S. Samriti was very nervous. He did not know what to do. But anyhow, because the appointment was there, Baba allowed him to come in. So this man comes, Sanjeev Reddy, leader of the entire nation. He is late by 5 minutes. So he comes into Baba's room. Instead of, generally what happens when big people come, if people give a lot of respect and all that. Baba looked at him and said, "It is better to deny God than to defy God." This is the message that he got. So Baba did not ask him to sit or take his darshan or anything, but this message, such a curt and what you call pinching, and so now the interviews go. So that man, very what you call disheartened, disappointed, he leaves Baba. But meanwhile, what happens? The driver who came with this man, he was all ears. So he came to the window and he tried to see Baba. He was peeping. He was standing, trying to see him somehow and all that. When all this drama was going on, that man was doing that. So as soon as this man left, this leader leaves, he goes back. Baba calls the driver. So people bring him in. See, the master he's kicked away, and the servant is welcomed with all the heart and love, makes him sit near him, cajoles him and loves him and inquires everything about him. How many children you have, how you manage all your things and all that, and he embraces him, and then it is almost 15 minutes, and this man is waiting outside for the driver. This leader is outside waiting for the driver. Driver is not there. He is ready to leave the place. In fact, he was very eager to leave the place because he was humiliated, and the driver is not anywhere near. So he makes inquiries, where is the driver? Somebody tells him that he is with Baba. So look at the irony. So he has to wait. Naturally, he cannot go walking. So G.S. Murthy was there. He was. You can imagine the position of that man, G.S. Murthy, because Baba has just punctured him like anything. So this driver is about to come out. So as soon as he reaches the door, Baba calls him back. Once he has already embraced him, and now he calls him back, and he embraces the driver and says, "This is for your master." Now go and give this embrace to your master. So what an irony! The servant had to go. Servant means he is very ordinary person, and this man is All India leader. You cannot even approach that man. Ordinary people cannot approach. Now, by the time he goes there, Dr. J. Senmurthy is standing. He was very restless and very nervous, and that man himself is very furious. But he could not say anything out. He had nothing to, he cannot utter a word there. That is the situation. So this driver goes, and Sanjay Reddy looks at him. This leader looks at him, "Come on." But he is not coming forward. So he says, "What is the matter? Why are you not ready to take me back?" Then he he just utters some feeble words. It is not audible. So this man, Dr. Jason Murthy, goes to him and finds, what happened to you? What is the matter? You want to tell him? See, Baba's orders is that I have to embrace him. Because when I was returning, Baba called me. First time when I went to him, see him, he embraced me, gave all the love. And when I was about to leave, he called me back and embraced me and told that you have to give this embrace to hug, go and hug your master. So it is height of what you call audacity for anyone like Sanjeev Reddy to accept an embrace from the driver. But somehow good sense prevailed in him and he said, come on, come here. And he embraced. And then what happened? After 12 years of political exile, this was the only man who was got elected from Andhra Pradesh, Nandyal constituency, I don't know. And he was later made the president of India, the highest post in Indian politics. So the refusal, the message, and the effect of that we can just assess for ourselves. So there Baba said that everybody is equal. There is another story where Pukwa thinks that Baba is only for wealthy people. So when he returns to Guru Prasad, there is a group photo, people are getting ready, Baba is sitting in the middle. On one side there is Maharani of Baroda. She's there, and the other side she's a scavenger in Hamirpur. She's sitting on the right side of Baba, and the left side this Maharani. So he says Maharani or Mehrani. Mehrani means scavenger. Maharani means queen. So for him everybody is equal. The filth and the diamonds and all the riches and all that. That was how Baba demonstrated the highest quality of human life. So somehow I am through it, Ganesh, isn't it?
If anybody has a question, Jeff, any comments? Did it answer your question? So
see, first Ganesh, I want to tell you that I am not a person to, equipped with answers. I am not a well-read person. I am not an intelligent guy to answer questions of any, difficult nature. If there is anything which I know, if I am able to tell, maybe I may tell. But I am not.
Ganesh,
yes.
if I may, there's a lot of new people perhaps, not all of them, but somewhat new. I thought maybe you can narrate the story of your going to Guru Prasad and Baba sitting in the room, and then your plan to have darshan. That's a short story perhaps you may want to share again.
Do you really want it?
No, I don't know.
Ganesh.
There are some new people here. I thought maybe
Yeah, some people would like to listen.
Yes, let's hear the story.
So Betty wants it to hear. So yeah. So Janardhan, your sister Betty wants to hear that.
Okay, right. So it may take some time.
Yeah, we are good. Yeah, I think we are good with the time. Not a problem.
Okay, right. So I'll go back to my childhood days. I was very young, 3 to 4 years old, and there used to be street dramas in our village. So during the nights, they will have Petromaxes, not this lighting and all that, Petromaxes. So there will be actors, they will play, usually those plays were about Rama. And though I was very young, I don't know what happened to me. I can't even make what happened to me in those days. I would be sitting there all throughout the night. And I mean, actually passing through the experiences of Rama. Rama was, he was made to leave the, um, leave his own kingdom, go out into the jungles and lose his wife and all that. That is a very short, very, very sad story. I used to weep, and when the drama was over, it was about 4:30 in the morning. I'll be sleeping on the street. I mean, in the on the road itself in the dust, and my uh, our what you call servant, he used to be there. He would carry me home. So that's how I fell in love with Rama. But what happened when I came to Nizambad for studies? I forgot about everything about Rama, and there was no love. I never thought of Rama at all. About what you call 16, 17 years. So by the time this has happened, I was in college doing my second year, and I was not a good student. I mean, of course, I was. I was. I mean, doing well in my studies, but not a regular student. I would not go to the college regularly. I would pass away my time here and there, go to some garden or something like that. Sometimes. So there was a big tank, very big tank behind my college, water tank. There I used to swim. So it was in the year 1966, before I came to Baba. So I was swimming. It was nearly more than an hour. I was tired and I was getting back. So what happened? So you have some greenish things in the, I mean, what you call natural ఏమంటారు ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఏమంటారు I don't know. So huh?
Moss, MOS.
Okay, yeah.
No,
So
M-O-double-S. M-O-double-S.
Yeah.
MOASS, okay, mass. So that struck me. So my legs were tired and I was not able to move. And at that time I did not do anything, but I drowned first time, again second time, third time I was about to drown. Then suddenly it occurred to me that my mother used to tell me, when you die, you have to remember Rama. So all in a sudden Rama came to me, because I forgot about him all these years. I never thought about him. Rama was never there, and suddenly he appears. Not he appears actually. So Rama's thought came. I said, yes, I am now going to die. So this is the time I must remember him. So I cried out Rama loudly and tried to move forward. That much I know. I don't know what happened when I realized after maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. I was on a rock which was near the edge of the tank. I was holding the rock, I was there, and I felt extremely sorry. Even today I feel very sad that was my dying moment. And Rama, I somehow, fortunately I remembered Rama, but I did not die. Okay. Later on, Baba came into my life, and I came to know of Meher Baba through R.S.N. Murthy, And in fact, through my brother, eldest brother Janardhan Rao, he came to know of Meher Baba through R.S. Murthy, and the whole family used to love. And my brother, in 1966, he went to see Baba on 30th June in Guru Prasad, Pune, with the hope that Baba would come out to board the car when leaving for Meher Azad. So he came to Pune uh, on 29th, and 29th evening he went to Guru Prasad to find out the possibility of seeing Baba. So at that time, Erich comes out, and looking at my brother's plight, he took pity on him, and he said that maybe you can have Baba's darshan tomorrow morning. So next day morning, my brother is there in the garden by 6 o'clock in the morning. Erich comes out at exactly 7 o'clock and calls out and says, Mr. Janardhan Rao, Baba has agreed to give you darshan. And he's taken into Baba's room, and there he had Baba's darshan. So the whole story was told to me when he came back to Nizambad, and I was very enamored and very, very excited. And I used to think of that, if it was possible for me to go and see him. So it was strict seclusion, and Baba's circulars were there, and there was so much that you should not go and disturb him, and all that was there. But there was yearning. So what to do? So I waited again for another year, 1967, June 30th. So I took some money from one of my friends, 100 rupees. I went to Pune, and exactly as my brother did, I reached there in the evening, and it was about 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's a huge palace. There are several steps of time, and people will not be able to see you unless they come out. So somebody noticed that somebody is there outside before the bungalow. So a man comes out, and this time it is not Erich. It was Nanak Kher. He came to see me, and he said, what brings you here? I said, I want to have Baba's darshan. He was very curt, and he was very, very callous, and he said, no, you go away, you can't have Baba's darshan. I was on the ground, he was also standing before me, and I just sat down and requested him to go and tell him that I have come from a long distance to have his darshan. No, we cannot go there. No, even if he refuses, no matter, please give him the word that I have come from. No, he said, no, I can't go there. Today I understand that it was very difficult for him, Nanak Kher also, because Baba never wanted any disturbance. But as a boy and as an ignorant person, I did not know that. I was very sad, and looking me in such a pitiable condition, he took my hand, made me rise, and he took me into the Mandali's room, and he opened the door. Before the door, Baba's sofa was there, where Baba used to spend his time with the Mandali every day. It is on the right side when you are opposite to the Guru Prasad Hall. So I went there, and he said, go and go down there. So I lost all my hopes, and already I was depressed, as if the whole energy was sucked out of me, and I fell at this sofa. and sobs, sobs, and I wept. After 10 minutes, he said, "Now I have to leave." So, today, when I visualize all that, what has happened, I was very disheartened that I went very near the God man. And what is my ill fate or my sanskaras or whatever it is, that having gone so near him, I was not able to see him. He was just on the other side of the, what you call, building, just maybe 20 yards away from me, and not seen him. I don't know how many lives I have to repent or weep for that, because I can never see him again. Never, never. So that is the disappointment. Second disappointment. Having gone so near Rama's feet, I was sent away. And again here Baba sends me away. Okay. Then what happened? 69 came and Baba dropped his body. We were all waiting for his darshan. I was, this has happened in 67. In 68 October, Baba gives the circular that he is going to give darshan, and I was very happy. Okay, maybe these two disappointments I can forget. Now I can see Baba, and I used to think Baba would casual me, he will touch my cheeks or something. Or, I never, it is very childish, you know. So I used to spend my time in those thoughts. And so when January 31st came, Baba dropped his body, and 1st February, I came to know that Baba is no more there. So that was a big blow. I went along with those people, and the first time I am fortunate to see the form of God man, God becoming man, how difficult it is, how impossible it is for God to become man, and then come to know of him. It is also very difficult. Hear his name, it is also very difficult. Only fortunate people, they hear his name and they go to him. And here, having known all those things, and seeing my Lord, who is without any life, he is lying in the crypt. So for 7 days I wept, I wept. And of course, the happy side of it is that I was able to go into the crypt and touch his feet, put my head on his feet and feel his feet. So that is the thing. And on the last day, I was what you call privileged, so to say. Me and my brother, we were given the duty of, standing there and controlling the queue there, but we never did that. And we were at the Samadhi opposite to, on the right side I was there, right side, and on the left side my brother was there. We were both looking at Baba till the very last minute, very, very last minute, when the doors were closed. Till such time we were there. K.K. Ramakrishnan and some other people, they brought out what you call ice blocks and all that, and somebody brought the box. So people were moving, but the great fortune is that I was looking at him, my brother was looking at him, and you knew that it will never happen again. Maybe never Even if I realize God, even it will not happen, because such a beautiful thing will never come. So that is the story. So whenever Prakash asks me to tell this story,
Now,
Prakash, you
sorry
share
to.
my sorrow. I and it's also
Now,
something. Of
we
course,
want to
people.
feel that longing that you, through you, I mean, it's that's how
Well,
it is.
there
Yeah.
is a thing of that sort. The what is the use of so having darshan? There is, of course, a good thing. But if we are able to please the Lord somehow, even for a fleeting moment, then our life is worth it. More than that. What is this life? It has no significance. It is meaningless. I daily feel that how long I have to live. This life is meaningless. Whatever I do has no meaning. Whether I read books, whether I maintain center, whether I maintain the accounts, whether I take up any construction work or upkeep the center, everything is it is just meaningless unless you experiences love in your heart, and that is eluding me permanently. Perhaps how long it will take, I don't know. But okay, this is good. Uh, this is also very good for me. I feel very happy about that. This what you call pain is continually there, whether it is waking time or sleeping time. That comes to my mind is Meher Baba. First thing, every minute, whether I'm in the toilet or bathroom or in the with my people taking food or whatever doing, whether amidst friends, I'm in the bhajans, in the gatherings. His thought is so powerful, so it makes me forget everything
Baba is
only
giving you
remember
the
him.
gift of longing through all that. Very precious gift.
Yeah,
Gift of
true,
longing.
true. That perhaps that is the thing that one should have, but that is not that. But according to me, what matters is you have to lead a life which will please Baba. That that is what I have learned from Rajasala. He told me when I said to him that Raj, I don't love him. He said first he laughed and he looked at me seriously. Who said that you don't love Baba? I said, I say. How do you say? Because I know that I don't love him. He says, no, you love him. Then he tells me, see, don't think about your love for Baba. Baba loves you. Forget that. But do one thing. You say that I do everything for yourself, for your sake. That is, what do you mean? I asked him. You brush, you say that Baba, I brush my teeth for your sake. When you do something, you say that I am doing. When you go to a cinema with your wife, say that I am doing that for you. I said, it's all a big lie, Baba. Erich, why do you tell me this? No, no, it is you. I am not, this will not be a lie. You go on doing that. And I started doing it. I do it every day. I feel that I am doing for him, for his hap- for making my beloved happy. But the unfortunate thing that I don't know whether he's happy with me or not. There is nobody to tell me that yes, you have made me happy. He is not there. He never tells me that. And I am groping in darkness. So whatever it is. So this is all good for me.
What you shared
Yes.
straight from the heart. Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Merchant had something to share, so his hand is up.
Jai Mer
Merchant.
Baba Jannu Kaka.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba. Yes, tell me,
With your permission, Kaka,
please.
uh, I'm just trying to fill up the gap which you made. With your permission,
Arey, I will be very happy whenever you say you help me. It is a great help.
I'm
Please
just
tell me.
because it is a very beautiful message Baba has given to Sanjeev Reddy. I didn't know that you are going to talk about Sanjeev Reddy today, but suddenly 2 days back somebody came and anything for Baba's thing about the Andhra Pradesh leaders. So I picked up and gave it. It's readily available with me. I didn't know that. What a coincidence.
Oh, good.
6th June 1960, Sanjeev Reddy, President of All India
Oh, the-
Congress,
hmm,
had
yeah.
Baba's darshan at Guru Prasad, Pune. The following message was given to him. It is better to deny God than to defy God. To profess to be lover of God and then not to be
And dental.
honest to God. To work and to him is unpatrolled hypocrisy. Difficulties gives us an opportunity to prove our greatness by overcoming them. This next part is very important. When the leader of the nation puts complete faith on God, God makes him the instrument to guide in the nation rightly.
Yeah.
We should think well of those who think
I think enough.
ill of us. That's why I want to only to add to with your permission. Don't think
Oh, merchant, I told you
fine.
already that I am not a, what you call, I don't remember things. But one thing I remembered is that this, it is better to deny God than to defy God.
Yeah, that's
That was the
but
message.
the subsequent story is also I informed you.
Mm.
When Baba said this thing, he emphasized the honesty, but he was never honest in his work. You know, ultimately, he ditched the party which has made him president, and that's why that's what I want to.
So
more
let us not go into those details.
No,
That is
no, no.
not.
I want to. That's what. Because what Baba said is the words come true. Because Baba is Baba. That's what. Avtar Mer Baba ki jai. Once again, sorry for interrupting you, Kaka.
No, no, absolutely not. I am very happy that you have actually, I mean, you gave the whole story. But for me, the important factor is that he came to see Baba. He, uh, the effect of his darshan was that after so many years of political exile, he became the president of India. So,
No, I'm just thinking what a coincidence. I didn't know that you were going to
yeah.
talk about what happened.
So it is all pre-arranged. Baba knows
Yeah.
what to do at what particular time. So that's all good.
Jai Mer
Great.
Baba.
Jai
Hey,
Baba.
Baba. Anybody, any comments? Last moment comments?
No, I
Anybody
just
wants
want to tell Janu Kaka that, I mean, nobody's life is wasted. Baba is with us, and you're
Oh,
beautiful. You're
yeah, I
beautiful.
do.
Shared that story of love with all of us and inspiring us, and that's love. I mean, that's simply love. So, thank you so much, Jay Baba.
Thank you
Hey,
all
Baba.
because you all love me without knowing me. I mean, uh, we do not have any acquaintance. Of course, Ganesh is there, and then Prakash is there. Who is that girl? Is she your daughter or somebody? Shailaja. Prakash. I'm not able
That
to
is
hear.
Shailaja, my wife. She's
Oh, I'm
walking
sorry.
around. She always does work at home. I mean, she loves to do work. I let her
Yeah.
do what she likes.
No, but she's there. I see her smiling face every
Yeah, yeah.
time. I feel very happy. And Betty is there, and Russell is there, and then Jeff. What his name? That big man.
Forgot
He's
all.
so loving, and
Yeah.
so
So we have
I am
Rosal,
very
Rosal
yeah.
and so Rosal's hand is up in his Betty. So Rosal, over to you.
Uh,
She wants to
yeah,
say
yeah,
something.
Janardhan,
yeah.
what it reminds me of, I had a personal talk with Adi K, and he told me not to be so hard on myself. And I pass that on to you because what my belief is, because I do believe that I met Baba briefly my last life, and Baba's helped me.
Oh,
He has
good.
indicated briefly in America, but so I could say, you fool, why don't you just go off with him? Why did you hesitate? You know, I mean, it's foolish.
It is
So beautiful.
it's fractured. I am not able to hear you.
Well, what can I do?
Hello.
I mean, I'm not a technician. Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you. We
Yeah.
can hear you.
But
Yeah.
maybe his reception is different.
That's a bit, well, it's can you hear me now? No, he's muted now. He's muted. Janardhan's muted.
Okay, he just might have tried something and he got muted.
Oh. Yeah, here he is.
But he's muted.
He's muted. Janardhan uncle, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yes, he is unmuted. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Well, what I feel so strongly, I remember Mani saying, it's always going forward, never going back. But the expanse of it is so vast. What happens in the creation, it's so vast that for us to get stuck on one thing, it's like, even if it's stuck on longing, it's like, it's kind of mind blowing. I think a lot of us have met Baba briefly. Past, but in a way there's no past. It all happens at the same time, and the other, I mean, it's really kind of a joke, but I appreciate your honesty, but it's interesting not to go on, kind of, like someone pushing you, go on. Maybe Baba's pushing you. Come on.
See, this I have to this. There is only one simple answer for me. The thing is that I am not interested in anything like path or progress or spirituality, all that. The only thing that matters for me is the pleasure of my beloved. If he is happy, then that's the end of matter. So always I long to make him happy somehow. I don't know how I will be able to make him happy, but that is the only thing that day and night that is there in my mind, heart. That is the way I feel his presence and also his absence.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
That is the thing.
Beautiful. Thanks, Rosal, for what you shared. So we have Betty next. Betty. Yeah.
And Janardhan, your heart is so so present. It's you're doing his work, just sharing yourself so sweetly. I keep answering when you say, "Oh, I missed him." He's coming back. You'll see him. You'll have a chance. And in the meantime, you're doing wonderful work for him by sharing like this. It's a joy for all of us, I think, to encourage each other.
It's a joy to me also. It is a joy to me meeting you people because what all I told you, I shared with you, is there in me. What is not there, I mean, before me is you all people who come and, I mean,
Share his
fortnightly or
love.
once, yes, whatever it is. Finding you people, I feel very happy, very comfortable, very, very happy, joyful, very.
Encourage each other.
Huh?
Yes. Encouraging each other.
Okay.
I have a question about the politician. That now the politician was late. He was late,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Baba would see him. Now, how did the driver get in there? How did the driver? Because the driver was with the politician. How did the driver get in to see Baba?
See, that man was
Yeah.
trying to have Baba's sight through a window.
Oh, right.
Baba, through a window, he was
Oh,
trying to see him. So Baba notices him, or maybe through a door, whatever it is, wherever Baba sat, I don't know, but whatever it is, he was trying to see him through some opening, and Baba, as you know, is Baba very, 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 very what you call extraordinary person as a man. His what you call.
Aware.
Yeah, aware of everybody around him, at the same time living his original state of godhood. He was God and wonderful man. As a man, he was wonderful. he, could, he could handle any situation, anybody, with what you call great ease and what you call this thing. So there was none like him. People said that Krishna was like him, but he has surpassed Krishna also. Krishna, the Lord Krishna was, Rama was very sober. Krishna was very mischievous, very active, and very loving. So all these qualities are there in Baba. He's like Rama, he's like Christ, he's like Buddha, he's like what you call Krishna, and he is more like himself. There is none to compare with him.
Beautiful. Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you for the beautiful evening, Janardhan uncle. Really, each one of us enjoyed. So thank you for taking us back to 1966. Actually, when you are telling the story, we feel that entire thing, like you are standing at Guru Prasad and all that. So we actually live with you those moments. That is what happens with us. You take us.
Thank you very much for this. I have no words to say anything about this. I only pray to Baba to be with every one of us all the time. That's all.
Yeah, and as Rosal was saying about Adi, I know what you once shared is Adi passed away in your arms, right? Adi Kaka, Adi
True,
Kera.
true.
Wow.
True.
Wow.
He passed away, yes. I was bringing him down the stairs from his room to take him to hospital, and I felt that he died.
Oh. So
Wow.
so funny that I shared that he said to me, "Don't be so hard on yourself." Yeah.
Okay. It's not much different, whether hard or loving. That matters nothing, you know. When
Yeah.
uh, when you Baba said that the moment you forget yourself, then you are with me. So the whole exercise is about losing yourself. I mean, defacing yourself and lose your own existence or entity or whatever you call separate. The separate and all those, they are highly philosophical, but only one thing is that you have to lose yourself, lose your self-interest, lose everything about you.
Beautiful.
This,
Okay, so three times so everybody can unmute themselves. We'll say three
thank you
times for the.
everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. I love to see you all, but I am not. I, I am, as Friday comes, my heart starts beating. Maybe I will receive Ganesh's phone, and I am.
Well,
No, but actually,
we could
once you get
share.
here, you're able to share beautiful stories. So
That's right.
uh,
And
Huh?
it's our duty to share our stories with you. This is
Please,
your
you do. No,
yes.
you have to share your stories with us.
That's
Yeah.
right.
With
That's
me,
right.
I don't know anything. Please, I will be very happy, really.
Yeah.
I told the other day, Ganesh, what is this? You always invite one person. There are several people. Let them talk. Let them share. Let them sing.
So this is like you have this daily aarti which is there. So I think you can morning and evening. That's one place you can just come and listen to all people singing. That's beautiful. So we'll,
You are great, very. Ganesh, you are naughty.
You can't get away.
Okay.
You're caught.
We're roping you in.
Yeah.
You come.
okay.
Come to Artie.
I told you that I am very lazy person. At what time you start your arti?
India
nine.
time.
6:30. 6:30
6:30.
in the morning.
Okay. But
And
please,
evening.
What
And
are yours?
And
yeah,
evening.
yes,
And
please.
You know,
and
Jagaga,
one,
what you can do? You can just turn your phone on and just be tuned into the thing going on. You don't have to be, physically appearing there. You can be in the bed. You can be in the bed and just listen to it, and then
Okay. Uh, Thank you very much, Prakash, for the kind suggestion.
one thing I want to leak about
Janu Kaka.
Janardhan Kaka is Janu Kaka is his father is rightly to be Janardhan. We called him Janta Janardhan. And he is also a very good singer. So every day you can have a song from in the Aarti.
Oh yeah.
And it is from this is group is called Meher Baba family. So you are a family member of this group,
Yeah.
Janu Kaka. Don't hesitate.
That's
That's
right.
what I feel. And
yeah.
every Monday and Wednesday, Jeff used to sing. Good singer. You can be a part.
Okay. So I'm very happy about what you said, but I don't know whether I will be able to do that. But anyhow, whether I
I'm going to send
physically.
you the link also. I'm going to send you the link also. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay. But
Yeah. So three
anyhow,
times.
please don't insist on those things. I cannot do that. Once I promise, I have to do that.
Oh,
That is
that's
the thing.
Don't promise. I'm not asking to promise.
No.
I was regular, but I became irregular because of various things.
So,
well, you can come
so,
late. You can come late.
but one thing I am very, what you call, serious about. What, even if I casually say something, I will do that. So that is why I'm very careful not to make even a casual promise also or whatever it
Oh,
is.
very
So I please forgive me for, but I will be happy someday if I can hear. But I can't even make a casual promise
Yeah.
in this matter. Please forgive me.
Well,
And
I am very happy to know that you were holding Adi when he passed. I love that. It's so beautiful. Yeah, so such a beautiful soul. Yeah, yeah. Uh,
so I
Okay.
was fortunate.
Yes, very fortunate.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
three times
first,
Avtar.
yes, Avtar Meher Baba Ki
Avar
Jai.
Three
Meher
times Avtar
Baba.
Baba Kyuto. Everybody can unmute and we'll do it. Avtar
Avar
Meher
Avar
Meher
Baba
Meher
Baba ki
Baba
jai.
ki jai.
Jai.
Avar Meher
Avtar
Avar
Baba
Meher
ki
Meher
jai.
Baba
Baba ki
ki jai.
jai.
Avtar
Avar
Avar Meher
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 Baba
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 ki
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 jai.
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 Thank you very much. Jai Baba.
Thank you everybody really from my from the depth of my heart. I thank you each one of you and for the love you gave me for all these days. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Is that a real snake? Oh no, it's a garland. Looked like a snake. No.
Around Baba.
it's gone.
Hey, Baba.